People often think food can't grow successfully in the desert Southwest, but in fact, we can grow many of the same foods you would find at your local grocery store. Growing your own will give you a bigger variety. Before you get started, survey your landscape. A successful garden needs a certain amount of sun, water, good drainage, loose soil, and protection from wind. Location, location, location. The most important decision you'll make about starting a vegetable garden is where to put it. Factors to consider include topography, exposure, and soil. Look for areas in your landscape, the front, back, or side yard, that get at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight.
If you think about morning sunlight, say between 6 and say 12 or 2, that daylight doesn't seem to scorch so much. And you know how temperatures rise as we go through the afternoon? Well, that's what happens to plants, and they'll get sunburned, they'll get scorched, especially plants that have bigger leaves, say lettuce or cabbage. They don't particularly like to be sunburned. So if you can put your garden in a place where it gets morning and early afternoon light, you'll probably have much better success. But the best thing is to have good, ample light.
Good soil is the foundation of an abundant garden. Unfortunately, Southern Nevada's soils are naturally poor and deficient in nutrients. So if you want a good producing garden, you will need to amend your soil.
Our soils, it's not that they're bad, it's that they're infertile, have high boron, are very alkaline, and they're salty. But other than that, they're perfectly okay. So if you're growing things that are not really designed to grow in alkaline, salty, high boron, infertile soils, what you need to do is, we always tell people, add compost. If you're going to be gardening in the ground, add lots of compost, mix it in well, and then you should have some good success. What we usually tell people who are interested in growing vegetables, think about a raised bed. It's not terribly hard to build. There are kits that you can buy, and you can put in proper bed mix. And that's highly fertile, and it doesn't have the salt and the high boron, and it's a more closer to neutral pH.
Now comes the fun part, choosing what you want to plant in your garden. Visit your favorite nursery, purchase a catalog, or shop online for good quality vegetable seeds. Naturally, you need to know what to plant and when. March is a good time to get started in the garden, especially if you love peas, onions, lettuce, and cabbage. Most cool season crops will germinate in soils with temperatures of 40 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit, but some, like peas and lettuce, can germinate when soil temps are as low as 35 degrees. These plants can withstand light frosts, which we do occasionally experience in Las Vegas. The crop options are plentiful for cool season veggies, but you may not be able to plant everything you desire. Consider your space and be careful not to overplant. So you planted your garden and you can't wait to watch it grow. But you're not done yet. Your vegetables need ongoing care to see them through. Check beds regularly and remove weeds promptly, particularly when they're small seedlings. For lasting non-chemical weed control, use organic mulch. Mulch is a natural weed suppressant and it retains soil moisture. If you're more comfortable learning about gardening in a classroom setting first, the University of Nevada Cooperative Extension is a good community resource. Master gardeners provide free, research-based horticulture information to Southern Nevadans and offer a series of gardening classes. The Cooperative Extension keeps its program calendar online. The Springs Preserve also is a great resource. Expert staff teaches monthly gardening workshops, and you can find additional free resources by visiting the botanical gardens.